the water flow, resale. Does it have a basement in Iowa? That's important. Garage, bathroom count. Is there a tub? More than square footage or price. Hi, welcome to Pennie Sense. I'm Pennie Carroll, owner broker of PCA Real Estate, and with me today is someone that's been working with me for 35 years, Loren. You are my oldest son.
Yep.
And you have been in real estate
since 2015.
So you're finishing up your 7th year. Loren Carroll, buyer,
Yep.
expert, listing expert. When we're thinking of the market right now, what are some of the updates that we can tell people? Because they're always curious when we're going to hit a certain market, a certain number of homes in our market. What is that?
We're at just a little over 200 or 2,000 homes on the market right now. And
a balanced market is around 4,000. So we're halfway there.
Yeah.
Let's show some enthusiasm, some excitement. As a buyer's agent, that's a good thing because we're having things to look at now. And what would you say of those 2,000 homes, how many would you guess are resale?
I think about 1,300 of them were resale. And I think around 200 of those were townhomes. So there's only about 1,100
for buyers
homes,
to look at. And then a topic that I like to talk about sometimes is people focus on the price a lot and on the square footage. But there's other things in a home that we want to focus on besides just the price and the square footage. What are some of those things as you're helping buyers that you can think of?
Location, how the grading is around the house, the layout, just some.
How, when you talk about the grading and how the water is on, or how the grading is, or how the concrete is, we want to make sure that's not going towards the foundation.
Want it running away.
What are some things other things that when you're looking at a home that can help with water intrusion?
The way the roof line is, if they have nice gutters and downspouts.
Right. Just directing those away.
Yep.
Trees close to the house with the tree roots.
Cleaning the leaves out of your gutters.
Right. Some other things that we talk about when we're looking at homes is we are always thinking, at least this is how most of us are.
About resale?
Yes, about resale. So what are some things that come to mind when you're thinking about resale?
If you can park on the street, if the street's busy, what is around the house, like if it's a bunch of commercial things or what the neighborhood, like if are people keeping their yards clean on the street, the layout, if you have to go up a bunch of steps to get to the front door.
Oh, sure.
Things like that.
Because we hope, and we see this over and over again, where buyers will call us and say, hey, we want to list our home, or we want to list our home and sell it.
Yeah.
So we hope that we sold them a good home, right?
Yeah.
What about bathtubs, bathrooms, things like that?
Just thinking about, you might not have kids now, but if you have kids in the future, thinking about things like that. So if you don't want to have to move right away.
Where's that bathtub at in the house,
where's the
right?
bathtub, how many bathrooms you have.
And so sometimes when you're also, depending on the type of season that we're having, when in the winter, people are thinking about a garage. They want to make sure and have that garage. In the spring, when we're having a tornado season in Iowa, we're thinking about the basement and how is that basement going to serve a purpose for the families. So there's a lot more that goes into it than the price and maybe the outside color.
Yeah.
What are some things, Loren, when you, walk me through when you take a buyer through the house, even before you get to the house, tell me some of the things that are going through your mind as you're getting closer to the house.
I'm just looking at if it's in the lowest point of the street or just what the roof looks like when I'm pulling up, or just looking at the neighborhood around it.
And then when you come in the house, we might want to go to the kitchen as women, but where is the first place that you want to go?
I usually like to look at the basement and the mechanicals.
You drag everybody down to the basement.
What the foundation looks like.
When you're talking about electric panel, is there a certain one that you like to stay away from?
Federal Pacific's the main one. There's a couple other ones, but yeah.
And you look at the furnace, you look at the AC, or not the AC, but the water heater. There's some telltale signs that we can look at too for water damage. What are some of those things that you?
Sometimes the bottom of the furnace or the furnace or water heater will be rusty, or you'll see bottoms of door jambs will have water stains on them.
Sure. And then one other quick thing too, that you've got an eye for this. I can't figure it out. but you're able to sometimes tell if there's been some active termites.
Well, sometimes you just see it.
I can't see it, but you're really good at finding those bugs and knowing that. And then after we get the house picked out and everything going, we also look at what the buyers or sellers have to provide, which is a seller's property disclosure. But you go even a step further. It's maybe not the seller's property disclosure for this particular listing.
Sometimes if it's still on the MLS, you can look up old ones or previous listings. It's good to look at that.
And see what the history is on that as well. So there's a lot that goes into representing buyers. I think you do a great job at it, Loren. Thank you. And it's great to have family on the team and taking care of our clients. So next time, tune in. And I think we might have another family member next week.